Place wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Herbert going to go to the air right away. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now Carr, and that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. I got you the football. Gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On out as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
What a dynamic player Eckler has become since going undrafted out of Western State. He was top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
On first and 10, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
On second and inches, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eckler. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Herbert back to the air. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Carr, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 7-7, our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 69 yards.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice...
On Herbert, his third interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On play action, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. On second down, Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Carr on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Carr keeps it on the sneak.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders have recovered.
Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. In motion, the tight end. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Carr to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that?
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
1st down catch there by Gerald Everett, who made the move to the Los Angeles Chargers, knowing that they enjoy utilizing their tight ends. Remember Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry? Everett hoping to be next in line at that position to get them big-time performances.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, sound NFL coach termed his defense the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Carr.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Shotgun now for Carr.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Carr. Touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A solid stiff arm. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Yeah, now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Now Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
On play action, now Carr out to his left. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Carr's throw complete to Hollins.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 42 yards.
And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw his car. On the move to his touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A little short pass. This is Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season and you open within the division.